girl. And featuring my dad. Say hi, Dad.
Tag team back again. Check it reflected. Let's begin.
So today's episode is a Halloween special because we're going to be talking about Halloween. So let's get started. Okay, Halloween. Okay, I feel like Halloween growing up when I was a kid was it was fun, you guys, but just childish. Like,
I mean, we did stuff every single year.
We did.
Like,
it was fun. We dressed up. We always went all out, but it was just very routine. I feel like we have the
very routine. Yeah, because we went to the neighborhoods where we got mad candy.
Yes, we got mad candy.
Why would we just go and just be out and about and not, hey man, we had bonfires. One dude had a freaking hot air balloon with the fire. Like, some people actually had like the big old TVs in their yards watching that stuff. Oh my
God, I love that with the sodas, the popcorn.
The popcorn.
Yes, already to go.
The neighbors at the elementary school went all out.
It was definitely lit when I was a kid. Okay, what was Halloween like when you were a kid?
Well, in Compton, it was, that suburb that I grew up in, so it was really tight, right? So, like, most of the time, out of probably 12 years, I could only go out for about 5 years to actually go trick-or-treating. Because one year,
did all y'all go out?
No, because it was violent. We lived in Compton. You don't go out trick-or-treating. You might get shot.
So did you get candy?
Some years, but some years you couldn't go out because they was putting poison or something.
So what were they putting in the candy? Because I don't think they were putting anything in the candy.
Well, me and your mom checked a lot of the candy.
They poured it out on the table, checked, and there was nothing, like no razor blades.
There was no razor blades, no poison, no pills.
But what was it like for you?
For us, man, they used to be putting all kind of razor blades and all kind of stuff in the candy.
And you seen it like with Nana?
Yeah. We was like, oh wow, they really going all out.
Oh,
so some years, they would just give us the warning and we just wouldn't go out. So
okay, what would y'all do in the house?
I mean, there was always stuff. There was always family and friends that we can kind of kick it with, you know what I'm saying? But Halloween was one of those days that,
Did you guys still dress up even though you didn't go out?
I'm going to tell you like this. In Compton, you just don't put a mask on and be going nowhere.
Right.
Because some people trying to commit capers, and you know what I mean, and it's just a different. It was a different feel back then.
Did you ever see some shit?
Yeah, I've seen some stuff that you can never take back. So,
but on Halloween.
On Halloween.
That's deep.
That's totally crazy.
You and Uncle Ye?
Yeah, most likely.
That is fucking crazy. Okay,
but you know what? When we moved to Arizona, though, that was
very, very.
That was like a total different feel. Yeah. Like, you could be like 25 still trick-or-treating.
Were you enjoying?
Oh my God.
Well, you and Mom were having a ball.
I used to go trick-or-treating. After a while, I found families to just go with trick-or-treating.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was insane.
You guys made a lot of friends.
I just would go trick-or-treating with random families.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay. So let's talk about costumes. What was your best costume?
My favorite costume was Batman. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Batman.
Why DC? Okay.
I mean, Marvel wasn't really popping back then, so Batman been holding it down ever since like I was like a kid.
Okay, true fact stories.
Well, what about you? What kind of costume is your deal?
I think my favorite costume was when I was Belle, the princess.
I mean,
you were, and I got to wear.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, you had to be a princess every single year. Sometimes we had 4 or 5 princess dresses for each year, and it was just like,
oh my gosh,
wow,
options.
Too much. Yeah.
But
you know what's funny is how like some kids, the whole month of October, sometimes their whole life they just be randomly picking out their costumes and just putting them on every day, and you'd be like,
that is very true. They just wear them out, and I'm like, oh, that is so cute.
It's just adorable. It's April. It's just like he's or she.
But that was my favorite costume because I got to wear red lipstick for the first time. Mom applied it on me, and I was like, I'm really that girl.
Oh my gosh.
But on my older, have you dressed up? Did you get to dress up when you're older? Did you? I remember you wore
I might do some like G.I. Joe kind of, camouflage ex-Marine kind of shit. You know what I mean? Walk around with,
that's very much you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Put a Scream mask on or something like that. But.
Okay, Tay was Scream. Okay, you have to. This is like 2000 kids, or no, not even 2000. That's
2008.
No,
4.
but if you know what the Scream mask looked like with the blood on it, then you're an OG. That is very, because they don't make that anymore.
No, now because they're bedazzling the freaking masks.
Okay, I would love to bedazzle.
No bedazzle for a Scream mask. But then again, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be covered with blood when it's all said and done.
Okay, let's talk about Halloween movies.
Halloween movies.
I feel like I don't know any like good classic ones. I just know the obvious ones like Halloween.
For me, everything Friday the 13th to Part 5 was like a classic, and everything Halloween up until like 2005 was totally a classic.
I haven't seen all the Friday the 13th.
And Freddy the Krueger, like the first 2 ones. You know, the now they got some other ones.
It was scary back then. Was that scary?
It was. I remember when I was.
Which one scared you the most?
I remember when I was 12. I still sleep with the blanket over my head because
that's where I get it from. I sleep.
I'm thinking like Freddy's or freaking Jason's gonna come down the freaking.
That's literally why I sleep like that.
Oh my God, he's coming down the aisle.
I thought it was just because you do it.
He's gonna come down the hallway and come get us. No, it ain't no military thing. You know.
When my dad does something weird, I'm like, is that a military thing?
Yeah, I'm like, that is not a Marine thing. That is a goddamn. I'm scared as hell since I'm 12 thing.
What's another one? Another one that scared you?
Freddy Krueger. You know, he's a dream chaser, like a motherfucker.
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers was just like, it was always consistent. He was always gonna chase Jamie Lee Curtis.
We just
down the neighborhood,
new one, and I don't know if I want to spoil anything.
Jamie Lee Curtis' ass was still in the movie, and she was still getting chased by Michael Myers. That's it.
Basically, there's gonna be another one. So
there will be another one. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm more excited about seeing your probably your favorite, Scream.
They
got another one coming out.
That one's gonna be so lit. Oh my God, that's 3 months away. Is it?
It was like 2022.
Okay,
but I think but I don't understand why would they come out after Halloween instead of.
They want the hype. I feel.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know, man. I think January is just a weak time frame to kind of get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like Marvel. That's like Marvel movie time frame, like DC movie or something like that. We don't need no Scream movie coming out in January, February.
We need a movie because like there's no movies. There's barely like good movies are just now coming out.
Well,
there was no good movies.
Well, there was this whole thing where people were wearing a mask since COVID and they couldn't like go out and about and couldn't tape and scream stuff. So it was just like, you know, I give them a pass for like a year and 8 months, 9 months. I don't know.
Okay, recommend a BET or an MTV Halloween movie.
BET, MTV Halloween movie.
Because you know how they have the Leprechaun. If you haven't seen the Leprechaun, I guess
you would have to go
Leprechaun.
with a Tyler Perry movie.
They have the Medea Halloween.
That one was a good one.
Funny one.
However, you know, maybe an It or something like that. I'll go with an It. The first It, not the second It. Like remember we were talking the other day.
Yes.
It is like not a great movie.
It literally
when it comes to 3 and 4.
It is.
Like
it's a great
the first
movie.
one was like scary. But that was like 95, 99 or something like that. Whatever that was.
I really need to freshen up on the first one, but it was all right. I feel like the new ones are just so like suspenseful, like and better.
I beg to differ. I seriously beg to differ.
Are you scared of clowns?
Clowns. No,
How do you
I
feel
never.
about clowns?
You know what I'm scared. You know what clown I'm scared of is McDonald's because they've been around. They got too many locations.
I'm scared of those clowns.
Those clowns are like the worst clowns ever.
The worst.
However, am I scared of clowns like a birthday clown? No, but I do know people who are scared of like have a phobia and will be like punching.
Wait, that's amazing.
if it's a clown. Like
I hope I be one of those people.
My friend Paula, she actually has a total fear of clowns and she just go nut job like
oh my God.
Scared. So it's
clowns
insane.
Are scary. They really are scary.
I
Remember
know.
there was that time like when there would be clowns on the freeways and clowns popping up. That was kind of lit, but obviously very dangerous.
Yeah, you know. The clown experience
but it made social media definitely
is
like
a bit much,
funny.
you know what I mean? It's just like I just rather people don't do clowns. Let's do another costume.
Like what?
I mean, I don't like
Michael Myers.
I don't like mines either, but mines,
Bring mines back. Oh my gosh. Mines. I said mimes. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot about those. Oh my gosh.
No mines.
Noted.
No.
Noted.
Give me something with a skull mask. What was that movie we watched on Netflix the other day?
Fear Street 1994.
That was
basically
okay.
Scream. It's on Netflix. It's basically Scream, but it's a skull mask.
But it was like somebody. A dead person like coming to life. I don't want to mess up the movie, but it was like a spirit or something within these people that made them kind of do this thing. You watched it with me. How did you miss the whole spirit thing with the little kid, the little black kid was like, here's all the blah 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 information. He gave all the tea. I mean, it was just like right there.
I was doing business on my phone. So
yeah, I know. You weren't paying attention. But if it would have been a Scream, you're like, okay, Gil Weathers, we can watch this like 4 or 5 times.
Tay said that Scream was boring, and I was like, Tay.
Well, it is pretty scripted when you know the rules. And what are the rules? Be a virgin.
That one famous part of the movie.
If you're a virgin, you always live.
Right.
Go with that.
Wait, that movie was so good. I could literally watch that so many times.
I could watch that like.
I hate that you
actually we watched it since September 13th to now. Like we've been watching it over and over.
I hate that you guys didn't show me the Scream movies when it was hype. Like my parents hid.
Well, I mean, at the time when you were growing up, that's not something you show your kids. I mean, you don't just be like, here, somebody stabbing the motherfucker, right? Bam. Like.
Okay, then why was Tay watching it?
Well, he was a lot older. Well,
3
years, but. Oh my gosh, that San Diego weather is finally raining.
It's raining, guys. I love it. It's been vibes. It's really Halloween vibes.
It's a great
vibe. And we've been watching Michael Jackson. Like videos and like just jamming out to what's that song called? Somebody's Watching Me. Oh my god, that's my song right. That's our song right
Haters
now.
watching me.
Yeah, somebody's okay.
I mean, we got more haters watching than we actually got supporters watching.
That is very true, guys.
We'll keep it real.
I'm gonna need the love. Please show the love.
Family and friends, if you're not watching, then you're doing an injustice. We need your support. We need you to tune in.
Throw that out there. But if you haven't seen Thriller, the whole 13 minutes, guys, the production.
I was telling my daughter that Michael Jackson made the greatest album in 1984 that people need to make sure they.
The choreography.
How many views?
Oh yeah, what was it? That was Beat It. Beat It had 1 billion views on YouTube.
It is
1 billion.
1 billion
1B on there.
For Michael Jackson's Beat It. What about Thriller?
Thriller.
I think it had it had 900 million.
Yeah, but
which is close to a billion.
But it is the most played song. I know that it is the most played song though for during Halloween time. Thriller is.
Yeah, I mean it's just off the chain. That's one of my go-to songs ever.
Yeah, I feel like Michael Jackson is definitely the move around this time.
Well, I mean it's just that everybody be like Ursha, JT, Chris Brown. Those dudes can dance, but when it comes to MJ, oh my God, the real MJ. When it comes to the
I literally have the chills every time.
I mean, that dude be jamming.
He's
like he'd be floating across the stage.
That is really, Michael Jackson, guys. You should definitely watch some videos and get inspired because it's fun. What should we talk about? Should we talk about like ghosts and stuff, like witches?
Well, I mean, you could always talk about those.
Do you like ghosts?
I don't believe in ghosts, but I mean, I don't believe in ghosts. I mean, they might be ghosts, but like
I definitely believe that there are ghosts.
I believe that spirits have ascension.
Oh, let's talk about spirits. Have you ever done the Ouija board?
No.
Will you ever?
No.
Okay.
Once you watch a Ouija board movie, you never want to actually.
Those weren't even that scary. No, it's so fun. Okay, so let me tell a story real quick. So me and my friends back in high school, one of my friends had the Ouija board. So we were all at her house, and then we went to another house that was abandoned at the time. And there was like, no, the lights didn't
abandoned
work. It was
in North Scottsdale.
You did not say abandoned.
Abandoned in North Scottsdale. 4,000 square feet of beautiful in a pool.
Okay, big ass house, no water, lights out, quick moves. Okay, so we played the Ouija board, 2 fingers, and it was the scariest shit ever. Things started happening.
That was your friend moving the letters to
we made sure. We were so
alphabet.
on it. And like my other friend Jordan, she just be on it. We were make sure. She makes sure. Like we would be on it. But it was fun. We used to play hide and clap.
So you're telling me that you believe in some kind of ghost or spirituality that's in the underworld.
I feel like there could be ghosts with you sometimes. Like, you know, people's spirits. I don't know. But well, yeah. I was going to say, well, people think like angels. Your angels are with you. But.
So are you going to put like holy oil on your door? And are you going to put the little... what's that little carbon monoxide around your doorstep?
Salt.
Whatever the hell that is. Whatever that is in the witch movies to keep your sanctuary protected.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I just feel like ghosts are so interesting, but I need to know more about it.
Why would they ever want to come back to the horse shit that they had to deal with in the first place?
What if some people didn't want to leave?
Everybody want to be like...
You know what that show is? Being Human.
Being Human is the best.
That show is our show.
I can watch every season of that.
Being Human.
That is tight.
Because you got to see a vampire's point of view and how he was working. He was a doctor, so he was working in the hospital, and then you got to see a ghost point of view, where she turned into a ghost.
Gabriel's point of view, who was an angel, and blah blah blah.
And then the werewolf's point of view.
But all of it was bullshit because it was ultimately about the 2 brothers that was gonna be the dudes that was gonna make sure they made it right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was cool. I like that show. I literally can watch that every day.
Yes,
though. I mean, that is one of my favorite shows.
What else was I about to say? Witches. I always like to think I'm a witch.
You know what? I don't care how many spells you can cast in your brain. Ain't none of that shit gonna ever happen.
I want to be a green witch. A healthy
You know what? You could be the wicked witch of the east or the west. It ain't gonna really happen. And then the little girl with her little clicker heels.
I'm crying. Do you believe in witches? I feel like there's witches. There could be witches in people's family that goes way, 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 way back.
You know what? Like, I believe that people are nutty as hell if they're going to be sitting there thinking about that kind of stuff.
Dude.
You know what? In Halloween time, great. Think about that kind of stuff. You cast a spell.
Okay.
Nah.
Voodoo.
No. Voodoo, oodoo, I don't oodoo.
Hocus
No, dude.
Pocus.
Smokus, ocus. I don't care. No. There's no way that I'm going to believe in any parts of that. A rational man.
Oh, my. What?
Believes in the here and now.
Okay, this just reminds me, whenever I talk about mermaids, I'm all of a sudden...
Well, I mean, you sitting there thinking that there's a government conspiracy.
Let's talk about it.
Government conspiracy on mermaids.
Yes.
There is no way that there's a little flipper with a little chick head floating around.
My mermaid fans, back me up on this. Okay, so there are mermaids. They have definitely caught mermaids. Probably they have them in a government facilitation, tubed up in some tube full of water.
Remember, guys,
this
is a Halloween show.
Okay.
So this is totally Halloween.
They won't let.
Area 51 don't have no big swimming pool with no mermaids.
They won't let me. Come on now. Come on, y'all.
I would love to believe.
Father.
We go to the ocean every day, and Diamond be like,
they're not.
That's the barrier where they can't come past. I'm just like,
wait.
No.
I just really know and believe in my soul. I know they won't let anyone see. They keep it from them.
You know what? I think Aquaman in the city of Atlantis
they
basically keep the mermaids
they make
from
Disney
coming to the shore You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, they know about it. They made a show about it. So
there was this dude.
So
on TikTok.
Aquaman, I think, is a documentary instead of actual Marvel movie.
It was lame. Anyways, there was this TikTok of this dude. He was a sailor. He's a sailor. That's his job. He goes on the boat every day with the crew. One night, when like it was windy, basically he heard a siren.
Bermuda Triangle.
He heard a siren. He kept hearing the sirens as he was going out that like ship, whatever the fuck they were doing.
He'd been out there for so long. He delusional as hell.
No, not even.
He drunk as a skunk on the end of the boat, thinking he on the end of the Titanic.
No, he heard the siren for a couple days. He had the crab. He was filming on TikTok, and he was like, yo, like, I'm not tripping. Threw the crab, was filming the video still. The crab threw back onto the boat, and he thought it was definitely, and then there was a light in the water. I'm making it sound crazy. No, it was for sure.
There was a lot of smoking before this show or something. I don't know. This is not.
No, this is dead ass. And I'm telling you, this TikTok went viral. Oh my God, it went viral.
Oh,
and then
the one you were telling me about.
Yes.
The government like,
took the TikTok down.
There is no way in the government.
Took his TikTok page down. And.
Because they had Flipper.
No. And
Flipperette.
They took his page down. And then he got into a car accident.
Conspiracy.
The dude got into a car accident, wasn't able to go on the boat for a couple of days or whatever. Riddle me that.
I'm just saying. We ain't got no mermaids out in the big old ocean.
I know. They have to hide them, especially in like Jamaica and stuff. You know, they be having like.
There would be mermaids in Jamaica.
There was this one bridge that like you drive. There was like a road and it had water on each side. It's like a story in somewhere. It's like a story in. And then cars would crash. around that. It was the mermaid.
We gonna pray for this one. Because she's talking about Aaliyah's story when she fell off the side of the mountain. Car crash.
Look, I am only speaking factuals. There's only a few of us that God made with this kind of
vision
outer look on life. So you don't believe in ghosts. You don't believe in witches. No werewolves.
I'm gonna live in the logical realm of reality and.
But what if you wanted to step out?
Then I must be on mushrooms.
Okay, guys, welcome back. So me and my dad are just gonna go back and forth with some Halloween things, like
Halloween trivia.
Yeah, Halloween trivia. So let me start. What do you think's the most? Well, I looked this one up, but what do you think's the most scariest movie in the world?
I'm gonna go with Friday the 13th.
The scariest movie in the world.
Part 5.
The world.
Part 5.
Friday
the 13th. That's my answer.
That is not the scariest movie in the world.
What?
The scariest movie in the world, number 1, is The Shining, 1980.
Hey, you know what?
Have you ever seen that?
That damn Jack Nichols. That movie was off the. Yes, everybody's seen The Shining, man. The Shining was off the chain.
I have not seen it.
Oh, Jack Nichols, man.
I need someone to watch it.
And Jack Nichols, number 1 Lakers fan, besides Snoop. So represent. I'm the number 3 Lakers fan. So the hell with anybody. Always representing Lakers, LA, all day.
Yes, Hollies. Yes, we be on that.
But anyway.
The number 2 scariest movie in the world is Get Out.
Get Out? Really? I still haven't seen that damn movie.
Father.
We gotta watch that movie, and you were like, "Oh my gosh, the dude was just like his eyes are open." Like
no.
Like I didn't.
That movie is nothing to play with.
Oh my God.
No. You gonna be.
Well, we watching that tonight.
We're watching All American tonight.
Cool.
New season. Okay, but yeah.
I got Crenshaw on my back. I got Coop. I got my mom. I got my brother. I gotta help the whole Beverly. Like I'm like this dude off the chain.
I'm crying.
He's gonna be a senior forever at 45.
Okay, not Spencer.
James.
Okay, it also says on Rotten Tomatoes, the scariest movie is The Exorcist.
Exorcist, you know what?
1973.
That was pretty scary, but you know what? I think another one is a good one is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Because this dude was a real dude that was really
a real dude in Texas
riding around. He was just running around, like chopping people up, like catching them in the woods and stuff. That's worse than The Hills Have Eyes.
I never seen it because I ain't gonna do it. But no, I'm not gonna watch that.
I'm still not going to Texas.
But
I got a brother in Texas.
We literally, I don't know if we're going to Texas.
Actually, my father's from Texas.
Really?
Yeah, it was actually from Texas.
That's crazy. Okay, well, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, me and Tete used to watch that, and it was just deep. I was like, there is no way he's doing this. And how did nobody know?
Hey, when you know what? One thing about scary movies that puts things in total perspective is persistence. When you're that goddamn persistent in life,
they have a plan.
Oh my God, they got a plan and they got an execution. Like those dudes are like off the chain when it comes to like.
What's the motivation behind it?
I'm gonna get that shit fucking done.
What is the point?
Hey, you know what? It's effective.
That's like Jeffrey Dahmer.
You know what? Numbers game. Line them up, knock them down.
Yes, he really did that. He really did. Line them up. Just
and knock them down.
Of a killer.
Crazy.
It's just interesting. Like, what was Scream's intentions? Sydney. Well, he just wanted to kill him.
Yeah, Sydney.
Okay. Back to okay. This is a good one. Well, this is just a fact, but the origins of Halloween began 2,000 years ago.
Only 2,000 years ago?
What
was the origin? What was the actual origin?
The United Kingdom?
I know, but why?
No, wait. The first Halloween celebrations can be traced back to the ancient Celts. They lived in the area now occupied by Ireland, the UK, northern France. Festival called Samhain, whatever. Like, I don't know. That sounds
well, yeah, I mean, that sounds really Googleable.
Yeah.
We got to get a better answer than that. That is not good enough.
Okay, but 2,000 years ago, that's like witch trials, right?
That would probably be some old Salem witch trials, but that was probably like 4,000 years ago.
How you don't believe in witches, but there was
I don't believe in witches, you know what I mean? Because it was just a bunch of chicks that was just out in the woods. It was just like voodoo, hoodoo, woodoo.
Okay, this is another Halloween fact. It says, in recent years, Americans have spent nearly $3 billion on candy.
That's it? I would think it would be like more like 8.
Okay, that is 2017. Okay, let me look up a recent year, but that's kind of terrible. As Americans, we really need to do better.
Well, I mean, candy was going to do its thing no matter what. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh my God, they're making a new Willy Wonka.
They should not.
You know how you and Tay watched Dunes the other day?
Is Johnny Depp going to be in that one?
No, you know the Dunes character when you and Tay are watching it?
I love Dune.
Yes, the little clear boy.
You guys don't know about Dune, like the first one.
I don't know nothing about no Dune.
The first 4-hour Dune, like that shit was off the chain.
Okay, let me look up the 2020.
Big giant sandworms.
Oh, is that
what? Oh, everybody.
Hell no. Is that what it is?
Yes, the spice. It was all about the spice.
Okay, what do I look up? 2021 record Americans spent on candy, whatever.
Oh, well, you know what? Americans going to buy a lot of candy.
Okay, that's very true. What's another Halloween fact?
How many pumpkins are sold?
That's a good one.
How many actual pumpkins? Because we bought like what, 20 of them in the last 2 weeks?
Sold each year. Let me look that up. About 1.5 billion pounds of pumpkins are produced each year in the United States.
Oh my God, that is way too many pumpkins.
That is a lot.
How many pumpkins are actually converted to pumpkin pie though?
Oh,
and who eats pumpkin pie versus sweet potato pie?
Sweet potato pie.
I'm more of a sweet potato pie versus a pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is down here. Sweet potato pie is up here.
Yes.
So I'm going to get my sweet potato pie on in the next 25 days.
Makes the best sweet potato pie.
That she does.
She makes like 10 of them. Oh my God, I am so
And you
excited.
eat like one of them and that's all. And it'll be like the other 10.
I literally don't. Sometimes I have a sweet tooth. Sometimes I can eat the whole pie. When I was little, I used to eat but nowadays I don't eat a lot of sweet shit, you know?
Ooh, what it is to be a vegan, but it is pumpkin pie.
Sweet potato. Okay, guys. I guess we'll end out the one. We'll end out the episode with one more Halloween fact. What's a good one, Dad? Which time we look?
I'm gonna say.
How many pumpkins?
What mask is sold the most?
Oh, that's a good one.
Which Halloween mask would be the most Halloween selling mask of all time?
That is such a good question.
I remember back in the day we used to have Frankenstein. Well, not Frankenstein, but we had not the Addams family, but the Herman Munster and his family, and that shit was off the chain.
You know what? It's not telling me that. It's saying that the Trump mask.
Hey, that's a pretty goddamn scary mask right there. Shit. That goddamn Trump.
The president mask is the most popular. That is so funny. That is hilarious.
And we had to end on such a unique note.
Right. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Stay Shinin'. Oh, you know what? I want to, in this episode, let me give you bring it back to Stay Shinin' real quick. Do not forget, guys, don't let anybody dim your light. Live for you. Be happy. We only have one life, and live it up. That's all I got to say. Stay shinin'. Father, any last words?
Peace and a bottle of hair grease.